Um, could you not put your dirty laundry in the same basket as Mom's and mine? If your BO gets onto our clothes, we're gonna have a problem.
Oh, sorry. I've been careful since you told me last time. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention? That's no excuse. If my clothes get ruined, you're buying me new ones.
Sorry about that. I'll be even more careful from now on.
Ugh, you're so stupid. You know what? I just want to buy new clothes. Give me money. I don't want to go around smelling like you.
I don't think I smell bad at all. I take a shower every day. No one's ever told me I smelled bad before.
You have a stench that can't be washed away in the shower. Leave the money in my room. I shouldn't have to say this, but don't you dare come inside. Slip the money under the door.
Maxine, I'm not giving you extra money. I give you more than enough every month. If you want more, maybe you'd have a better chance asking Mom.
I'm asking you because she won't give me any. Is your head filled with rocks?
Well, if your mom already told you no, that's my answer too.
Ugh. You're completely useless. Why do I even keep you around?
Please don't talk to me like that.
Whatever. It's true, though. You're so annoying.
Listen, I'll always give you money if you really need it. But I give you enough money already for things like this. In an emergency, I'd give you whatever you need, but this isn't an emergency. Use the money I give you as an allowance if you'd like to buy new clothes.
Oh my god, just shut up. If you're not gonna give me any money, just be quiet. I don't need a lecture.
As your father, it's my job to teach you life lessons like this. Which reminds me, you've been coming home pretty late recently. I've even heard you come home after sunrise. That's not the type of thing a teenager should be getting in the habit of doing. You're too young to be staying out that late. Nothing good ever happens that late at night. I'd like it if you started coming home by 10 p.m.
What's the problem? Mom never gets mad when I come home that late.
Even if Mom doesn't say anything, which is another issue entirely, it doesn't mean I'm going to let it happen.
Are you serious? Why should I listen to a loser who dropped out of high school? I'm one of the smartest kids in my grade. I'm so stressed out from all the studying I do. I'm about to get a higher education than you have. You don't have a right to say anything to me.
The amount of schooling either of us have has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it does. Do you know how embarrassing it is to have a father who didn't finish high school? I told all my friends that you're dead to save myself from embarrassment.
What?
That's how much I hate you. I really got the short end of the stick when I was born as your child. Ugh, I wish I was born into a rich family with a cool dad.
It's impossible for a child to choose their parents. You're right. But I've done everything I could to give you a good life. I don't expect that you'll change your mind about me. If you hate me, that's fine. But I really hope you can change the way you talk to me and how you behave. I'm really worried about you.
I really don't care. Mom said I don't have to listen to you.
She did.
Yeah, she said you're a useless high school dropout. She said the house would be a much better place without you. She's right. I wish it was just me and her. Who needs an old, smelly, useless man living in the house?
Cut it out.
Can't take the truth. You're so lame and annoying. Don't even think about looking in my direction anymore. Your existence is pathetic.
Crystal, did you go out again?
Yeah, so what?
I was wondering if it was okay if I used the stuff in the fridge to make dinner.
Ugh. Yeah, whatever. Why are you asking me?
Well, last time I made something without asking, you got mad.
I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Gotcha, thanks. By the way, you've been out all night a lot recently. Where have you been going?
What does it matter? Where I go is none of your business.
Well, I mean, I am your husband.
Yeah, unfortunately you are, but I have my own private life that has nothing to do with you. Don't ask me about this again.
Okay, it's just... I was hoping you'd be around more for Maxine. Especially since she doesn't listen to anything I say. But I know she likes you, and she'd listen to you.
What's the point of me being home if she's not home either? We're both out living our best lives. What's the problem?
I think that is the problem.
Are we committing any crimes? We're fine on our own. Or maybe you're just sad no one cares about you.
No, that's not at all what I'm saying. We haven't spent any time together as a family lately. Maxine has been really disrespectful towards me since she finished middle school. I thought it was just a phase, but it doesn't seem like it's going to end soon. I think it would be good for us to sit down and have a family meeting.
What family sitcom do you think we're living in? Oh, you're such an idiot.
Please don't call me that. I know what you're thinking right now.
What? That you're an idiot because you don't even have a high school diploma? Or that you're an idiot because your job is totally pathetic? Ugh, I really regret marrying you.
That really hurts. Even so, I never wanted to make your lives miserable. In fact, it's the opposite.
Oh, your existence alone makes our lives miserable. Who would want to be around to drop out with an embarrassing job? Not to mention, you look like a pig. I'm ashamed to know you.
Yeah, Maxine said something similar to me earlier.
I bet she did. We talk a lot about what a loser you are.
Yup, she told me that too. She's just parroting the awful things you say about me.
And it's not like I'm lying.
I don't care if you don't respect me as a father or as a husband. But please, hold back from saying things like that in front of Maxine. It's one thing being verbally abused by my wife. It's different when it's coming from my daughter.
She's not lying, though. If you're tired of being treated like an idiot, then why don't you go back to school?
I wish I could, but I don't have the time for that. I'm busy working hard to support my family.
I guess you'll just have to hope to get reincarnated into someone that isn't such a loser. Oh, your life this time around is a dud. Maybe you should hurry up and try again.
I know what you're suggesting, and you're horrible for even thinking that. Is that any way to talk to someone who's working so hard for his family? Like I said, I don't care what you think about me. But I do very much care about what you say to our daughter about me. I'm afraid that attitude is going to influence how she treats other people, too. I don't want my relationship with her to get any worse than it already is.
If that's what you want, then you need to be the one to change. Don't try to put this on me. Just be a father that she'll want to respect. It's that easy.
Yeah, I'd like to. But it starts with you not bad-mouthing me all the time to her.
Before you ask me to do anything, you should get down on your hands and knees and thank me for marrying you. If I wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't have married you.
Come on.
Anyway, I'm busy at the moment. Do whatever you want with Maxine.
Just hang on a sec. I don't think we're finished talking.
No, I think we are. This is exactly the type of thing we all hate you for. If you annoy me any more, I'm going to throw divorce papers at you.
Wow. Are you serious?
That's right. I'm ready to get divorced anytime. Maxine's old enough now. I want to start my second phase of life soon.
I don't think that's a good enough reason for divorce. Please, don't say that.
If you don't want a divorce, just shut up and keep being my personal ATM. That's the only thing you're capable of doing.
Is that all you think of me as? Your personal ATM?
That's right, and I meant it. I don't care if I offend you. In fact, I'd prefer it if you left. I'll say whatever I want from now on.
Maxine, you're still not home? Have you looked at the time? It's getting really late. If you don't get back soon, I'm going to have to come out and look for you.
Oh my god, shut up. Just stop.
Where are you?
Why should I tell you?
I'm really worried about you. Did you at least tell Mom where you are?
If you're asking me that, I'm guessing she hasn't come home either. If she can go out this late, so can I.
Not quite. She's an adult, and you're still in high school. Come home.
Shut up. I'm not coming home.
I'm serious, Maxine. I'm really worried about you. I'm scared something might happen to you. I'm sure you don't care if I'm worried about you. But you're still my little girl, no matter how old you are.
Ew, gross. That's so creepy.
I just wanted you to know that. No matter how much you hate me, I still love you.
I would love to see your face right now as you're texting me. Honestly, just thinking about how pathetic you sound is making me laugh. Stop pretending to be a father. You're nothing but a stranger living with us, not my father. Actually, just stop talking. You're really giving me the creeps.
I guess you've known this whole time, huh?
What?
I was planning on talking to you after you graduated high school. But I guess you already know. I guess that's why you've been treating me like this.
What are you talking about? You are literally the most annoying person on earth.
You know how I'm not your real father?
What? You're not my real father?
That's right.
No way.
Wait, so you didn't know? But you just said I'm not your father.
I don't consider you my father? Not that I knew that you weren't really my father.
Oh, really? Oh, I guess I jumped the gun. Huh, well, I guess you had to find out eventually. I'm sure you're happy about that.
I don't know. If you're not my real father, who is? Does that mean Mom got remarried to you?
I'm your mom's first husband. She had you before we got married. I don't know who your real father is.
Oh. You knew about that? And still married her?
When I saw her, she was so exhausted from raising you. I couldn't just ignore it. I don't regret marrying her. I've loved the past 16 years of my life with you two, even though you guys have thrown some colorful language my way.
Oh.
Even if we live separately, I'll still pay child support for you. The only thing that'll change is I won't be around. You'll still have your life and your school to look forward to. Plus, you'd be getting what you wanted, right?
What do you mean, child support?
Your mom hasn't told you?
No? What's going on?
She told me that she already talked to you about all of this. About how she's really pushing for a divorce? Unfortunately, I think it's gonna happen.
She didn't tell me anything. I had no idea. I have literally no idea what's going on right now. One of you has to be lying.
Why would you think that?
Mom told me something completely different. She told me you lied to her to get her to marry you. Then you got her pregnant with me, so she'd stay with you once she found out you lied.
She said that? That is absolutely not true. I swear on my life that didn't happen.
I just don't know. Who am I supposed to trust? You, who I've hated my whole life? Or Mom, who told me all of this, which led to me hating you? Ugh, this is all so much at once to process.
I know. Just try and relax.
I can't relax.
Why don't you come home? I'll tell you everything I know. I'd like to hear everything you know as well.
No, I can't come home.
Why not?
I've been such an awful person. I've said so many horrible things. I've treated you like garbage. I can't face you after doing all of that.
I knew deep down you were a good person. I've thought that since you were little. But you're right about that. Maybe you could start with cutting out all the verbal abuse towards me?
Even if I wanted to, it's not that easy. Unfortunately, it's ingrained in my DNA at this point. Oh, don't pretend like I'm a good person after everything I've done to you.
I know you better than anyone. I know you're feeling remorseful about everything you've done, but the first step to making it all better is coming home to talk with me. It's not your fault. It's all because of what your mother told you.
It is my fault. No matter how nice you were to me or Mom, we still hated you.
I suppose, but I don't mind. But no matter what you did or said to me, you're still my daughter. Even if it's not by blood, you're still the daughter who I've raised nearly your whole life. Even if it's for the first and last time, please, trust me about this.
Martin, what's taking so long with the divorce papers? You just need to sign your name. Ugh, even a monkey could do that. You're really holding up my new life. I want to put this all behind me ASAP.
I'll sign when I'm finished with everything. It's not as easy as signing that form you gave me. There's a bunch of other documents I needed to get in order. Like for splitting our assets, custody, and some other things.
Oh, of course. Splitting assets. Sure, take your time. That's very important. Oh, why didn't you say that? I thought you were dragging your feet because you didn't want to lose me.
No, that's not the reason. I already left the house like you told me. That took time away from getting the documents in order.
Sure. I had no idea you'd be bringing Maxine with you, though. I was surprised when she said she wouldn't change her last name with me. You want full custody, don't you? I mean, could my life get any better?
You're not sad about being separated from her?
Not at all. If anything, I should thank you. It's the first good thing you've done with your pathetic life. I'm so glad I convinced you to legally adopt her when we got married. If you didn't then, I'd be stuck with her.
You didn't convince me. I wanted to. And I'm glad I did if that's your view of her right now. I don't regret anything.
What's that supposed to mean? Also, you better not tell her I said that. Oh, I'd feel bad if you hurt her feelings.
I'm not going to tell her. Although I don't think I'd even need to. I think she could tell she wasn't wanted. You never cared about us from the beginning.
What are you talking about? I've always liked having Maxine around.
I guess things have changed then. And yet, some things stay the same. How do you plan on paying me for everything?
What? Why would I pay you? If anything, you're the one giving me money when we split our assets. I've gotten used to a certain quality of life, and I intend to maintain it.
Sure, that's not what I'm talking about. But you were seeing another man, right? That's why you wanted this divorce. Maxine told me. That's the reason you've barely been out the house lately. You were with him.
What are you talking about? She's lying to you.
I have proof. I haven't just been sitting on the couch twiddling my thumbs this past week. I've been getting all the evidence I need, which includes pictures and videos of your affair. Which is why you'll be paying me. I'll be suing you for emotional damages from your affair.
Oh my god, you piece of trash! You're trying to drag me down with you. Ugh, this is exactly the type of thing people hate you for. I bet you paid her to tell you all of this, didn't you? I'll tell you this once, you dirty, pathetic waste of life. If you get in my way, I'm going to make you wish you were never born.
You're the one who married this dirty, pathetic waste of life. What does that say about you?
I tricked you into marrying me to help me. I needed money to raise Maxine.
I guess you lied about loving me then.
Of course I did, stupid. I said what I had to so I could get your money. Whatever. If I pay you for whatever you're crying about, you'll be out of my life, right? My new man is loaded. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for him to pay you.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's into the stock market, isn't he?
You looked into him. What a creep. If you looked into him, you must know all about who he is.
He's handsome, I'll give him that. But he also didn't go to college at all. He was living paycheck to paycheck after high school, so he started selling drugs, which he got arrested for. Once he got out of jail, he switched to marriage fraud.
What? None of that is true. He never went to jail.
Well, I guess you don't know this guy as well as you thought. You're not his first victim. He's done this to plenty of other women before. He tricks them into thinking he's going to marry them, but then runs off with their money. Have you ever given him any?
I don't believe it. I've been to his apartment. It's huge.
Oh, you mean his Airbnb?
You're lying. Oh, I don't believe any of this. He told me he wanted to be with me forever.
I have no interest in what he told you. Anyway, expect to hear from my lawyer regarding anything to do with the divorce. This will be the last time we speak to one another. Have a nice life.
Hang on. I just tried calling him, but he hasn't been picking up. He always answers as soon as I call.
He probably ran off. When I told him I'd be hitting him with a lawsuit too, he said, "Try and make me pay that, idiot."
You talked to him? Tell me where he really lives.
Why don't you go back to that apartment of his? You know where it is, right?
But you said that was just where he was staying. Oh my God. What's happening right now? If you're lying about all of this, I'm going to kill you!
I'm not. Maxine and I both want nothing to do with this. Speaking of Maxine, you told her I tricked you into marrying me? That you didn't want to marry me, but I told you I was rich, so you did it anyway? But really, it was because that woman-beater, alcoholic gambler ex of yours left you, wasn't it? Although, who's to say he was even the real father? You were really, popular around town, weren't you?
How do you know that?
Like I said, Maxine told me about it. And then I asked your parents about what happened with your pregnancy.
You did? I told you I cut those two out of my life. Why would you ever go talk to them?
We're all tired of your lies. You should have heard the things they were saying about you when I told them what was going on. They said, squeeze every last penny out of that witch.
Oh my God. How could they say something so terrible? Oh, all of you are horrible.
The only horrible person is you. You only have yourself to blame for this. We hope that you can see that and turn things around in your new life.
Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. I'll turn things around and think about what I've done. But I need your help for that. Oh, let's just forget about the divorce.
Oh, sorry, I can't do that. I can't forget about everything you've done to me.
Oh, but you've forgiven Maxine, even after all the things she said to you. That's why you're living together. So why can't you do the same for me?
Oh, are you sure you're not the one who dropped out of high school? Maxine is still a child. The only reason she treated me the way she did was because you told her to. Of course a kid is going to hate their father if that's what their mother is constantly telling them to. It's not her fault. If she should hate anyone, it should be you.
Even so, the things she said hurt you, right? Can you really forgive her for how she made you feel? Not to mention, she's not even your real daughter.
I've been her father since before she was 1 year old. Even if we aren't related by blood, she's still my daughter. Just because you're not related to someone doesn't mean they're not family.
Well, you've been with me just as long. If that's your logic, then you gotta forgive me too. You must have loved me enough to marry me, right? But you're going to ignore all that, toss me aside, but forgive Maxine for everything she said.
Yeah, that's right. I love her more than anything in the world.
Oh, but why? I thought you were a nice person. Why won't you take me back?
I spoiled Maxine too much. She told me she lost a bit of respect for me because I never put my foot down. So from now on, I'm going to be more firm. That includes my behavior towards you, too. I should have never let you treat me like an ATM.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Oh, I was just mad when I said that to you.
That's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. In fact, nothing matters anymore. Our relationship has come to an end.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. In fact, I just handed in the divorce forms. They've been officially filed.
Oh my God, why?
Why? Because you signed the papers and told me to sign them too. Then told me to hand them in ASAP.
But... Oh, that was before. Things have changed now.
Nothing has changed for me. Sorry, you can't call the shots anymore. We're basically strangers at this point.
Wait. Oh, please make them give the forms back. I promise I'll be a good wife from now on.
Sorry, no can do. Although there is one thing you can do.
What?
Pray that you get reincarnated into a better life next time. It's game over for you now. After that, Crystal paid a visit to her lover at his apartment. She found a trash can full of her stuff outside the door. I think that was when reality finally hit her. She had to sell the house to pay for all the legal fees from the divorce, even though it ended up not being enough. She was left with nowhere to go, except back to her parents' house. I heard from her parents that she'll be staying there until she pays back all the money she owes. Crystal was a horrible person, but at least her parents were nice enough to be on my side through all of this. They promised not to take their eyes off of her until she paid me every penny. Maxine is slowly adjusting to her new life and recovering from the shock of everything that's happened. On the plus side, we seem to be repairing our relationship little by little. I bet there are some people who think I'm a pushover for forgiving my daughter for everything she said to me. Regardless, she's my daughter, and I love her unconditionally. The moment I became her father, I made a promise that I'd look after her no matter what. That's why I had no choice but to have her live with me and keep her away from her horrible mother. For the first time in a very long time, she actually called me Dad. When she wasn't looking, I actually cried a little bit. I'll do whatever it takes to repair my relationship with her and give her a good life.